after the secret hand touch that happened at the end of episode 2. Sanditon Season 3 can only go up from here. We know every Sanditon fan was clutching their pearls and holding their breaths during that scene, just as we did. Now we should see what will happen in the next episode. Will there be any more scenes between Charlotte and Alexander? Will they finally admit their true feelings for each other? Let's look at the preview for episode 3 to get some ideas. The preview starts with Georgiana and a man climbing up the stairs of the court building. The man's face cannot be seen, but we're guessing it's either Tom Parker, as he is her guardian, or Samuel Colborne, her new lawyer. The next scene in the preview gives us more context. We're in a courtroom with Lockhart and Samuel being the recognizable faces. To our surprise, Lockhart seems upset. So maybe Samuel is doing a great job as a lawyer. After we see Lockhart, the camera then shows Georgiana sitting between Mary and Charlotte, who are there to support her. We can also hear Georgiana's voice. Whatever Lockhart threatens, he will not win. It's nice to hear Georgiana being optimistic about her case because she was pretty hopeless and embarrassed to go to court in last week's episode. It looks like she finds the courage to face Lockhart. Moving on from Georgiana and Lockhart, another scene in the trailer shows our next favorite couple, Arthur and Henry. We know they haven't become a couple yet, but seeing their chemistry in the previous episode made us think that something will definitely happen between them. In the preview, the two are enjoying what seems to be a lunch with dessert and a glass of wine. Arthur listens nicely. Henry says things that Arthur reacts to differently. Henry expresses himself by saying, "Most men enjoy pheasant, but I've always had a preference for grouse." He uses a metaphor to say that most men enjoy being with women, meaning engaging in heterosexual relationships, but he prefers men, implying that he is homosexual. We already knew that Henry was gay as Georgiana saw him with another man right in the first episode. It appears this episode will see another Sanditon resident learning about Henry's sexual identity. We're not sure how Arthur will react at first. In the preview, he seems surprised and embarrassed, but we'll see it fully in episode 3. Let's now look at the most exciting scenes of the trailer, which involve our two lovebirds, Charlotte and Alexander. In one scene, it is possible to see Alexander, Samuel, Arthur, Henry, Edward, Relly Price, and Tom Parker. We're guessing this is the shooting party that Samuel and Alexander were planning in the previous episode. Everyone in Sanditon is there, even all the ladies. You can see Lady Denham, Lydia, and Lady Montrose standing together and enjoying a view. The next scene is more interesting. It shows Lydia talking to Charlotte. She says, "My mother is determined that Mr. Colborne and I would be well matched." Lydia seems enthusiastic, of course. Who wouldn't want to be with Alexander? Charlotte, on the other, seems upset, although she acts like she is happy for Lydia. Thankfully, a new duo will emerge, saving Charlotte and Alexander from this mess. Lady Susan and Samuel watch Lydia and Alexander talk, and they devise a plan to stop this madness. Even though Samuel has just arrived in Sanditon, he immediately realized his brother's feelings for Charlotte. So he will team up with Lady Susan to encourage Alexander to talk to Charlotte. Lady Susan will do the same with Charlotte. The next scene in the preview already proves that their plan started working. The famous hill scene we have been expecting for a while finally arrives. Alexander walks up to Charlotte, calling her Miss Haywood. We believe Alexander will speak here about how much he loves Charlotte, but Charlotte will not be happy about it because she will think it's too late. Although Lady Susan and Samuel clink their glasses at the end of the preview, we don't think their plan will work that soon. We don't see Ralph in the preview, which makes us believe he won't appear in episode 3. Perhaps there will be a confrontation between him and Charlotte in episode 4, where he will understand her true feelings. Even so, episode 3 will be a great start because we will at least see Alexander attempting to win Charlotte back. That's all the new preview shows us about the next episode. We will see what happens on Sunday. Meanwhile, tell us your predictions for the third episode. How will Arthur react to Henry's words? What will happen in the cliff scene? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you soon,